Ideas are a dime a dozen. How the heck can I find an idea to dedicate 10 years of my life to fixing?
This is a fascinating question about idea. How do you come up with this? Whether it will work eventually or not. All of these are critical questions. My view of this is very simple. I think ideas and solutions evolve. Problems and communities you want to serve, that's what you pick to begin with. Back in the day, when I was 19 years old, wanting to solve a real problem for accommodation industry, I was clear that this industry has some serious problems. Finding a good place is so hard, and for small businesses to be successful, they don't have access to a lot of resources, including technology, revenue management, and many other things. So for me, solving a problem is much less about finding the idea, but rather finding the industry, the community you want to serve, and then going deeper and finding out the idea. Let me tell how my story turned out. While I was interning for many companies when I was still in my 11th and 12th grade, I used to use all my stipends and spend it all on my travels. As I traveled to many different locations and stayed in little hotels or establishments, holiday homes and others, I thought to myself, this looks like an inefficient industry. Maybe I should make a booking site for all of these people. The reason I'm explaining this to you is to share, no matter which industry or which business you want to pursue or which entrepreneurial idea you think about, if the first idea or the first version of the idea sounds like it is the perfect idea, you waited too long. You should try and jump into any business segment or problem statement that you're fascinated by, regardless of how trivial the idea of solving it looks like. One of the beliefs that I have always had is that big companies are extremely far away from the real customers. The bigger they get, the farther they go away from their customers and the communities they serve. Because invariably, the people who make the decisions are not talking anymore to their ecosystems. They're just looking at numbers all the time. If you have an idea, don't wait to create another idea. Let's say you have an idea in farming. Go and speak to other farmers. You have an idea in building space technology. Don't think whether you can do it or not. Reach out to space scientists and talk to them. If 10 of them refuse to talk to you, reach out to another 10. There would be definitely that one person in 30 who'd be willing to talk to you, and that learning will make you understand whether this is an industry, this is a problem you want to solve or not. Idea is absolutely dime a dozen, but that becomes very valuable when combined with insights of problems from real users, from real customers, real merchants, real ecosystem partners and others. And that's what I'd recommend you do. I spoke to over 100 hotel and homeowners much before not just I started OYO, but even before I started Oravel, which was the travel agent that I wanted to set up, which means that you can still talk to people and get just one version of the idea and keep improving on it over time. You already heard from me the first idea I thought about when I met all these hotel and holiday homeowners. The first idea was to build an online travel agent for these places to be listed online and for customers to come and book them. I continued pursuing it until I had 6,000 listings. But even after 6,000 listings, I didn't get more than 10 bookings a day. I realized very quickly that merely becoming an online travel agent was not good enough. It was a bad idea. It was a bad idea because there were many online travel agents before I started my business. So there was nothing unique in it. There was nothing that I was doing uniquely to solve the problem of my customer or our small hotel or home owners. The second, I realized the real problem did not end with just booking. It began with that. The real problems were, how do you improve the content? How do you improve the interiors of the place? How do you improve the reviews and rating? How do you make sure that the prices are fit as per the customer's interests? All of these fundamentally were the real problems. And as I continued to dig deeper and see the challenges why I was not able to be successful with the first idea of being an online travel agent, I immediately changed it. And that's how what started as an online travel agent idea became into a full stack hotel platform idea called Oyo. Whenever you think about an idea, here are 3 steps I recommend you to go ahead and begin your practice of being a founder. The first, you come up with an idea that you are really excited about, write that down and make sure that you reach out to absolutely anyone and everyone in that industry to validate that. That's when you come to the second point, listen as a friend, understand the opportunities, and if those opportunities make sense, pursue that idea, but make sure don't get married to it. If you see that that's not working yet, repeat the second. Go back to your customers, your partners, and look at data and understand what can you do better, and come back and try the newly defined and the better idea around yourself. You keep doing these 3 things right, I'm sure you'll come up with the idea that will make you a successful entrepreneur.
Amazing. And when someone tells you that is a terrible idea, what do you tell them back?
I think a lot of people will tell you that's a terrible idea. It's not going to work. It's going to have its challenges. You don't understand the industry. Why are you even pursuing it? What I did was, I used to say, I understand. Why do you think so? I was always wanting to get more and more objective information in order to make sure that I can make the right decisions, because eventually your execution and results should prove whether your idea was right or not. However, if somebody is interested to come and give you feedback, listen to it. There's no cost of listening to others' comments, ideas, and feedbacks. Maybe some of it will help you. I'll give you an example of this. I met one of the hospitality people, somebody who came from the hotel industry, who had tried this idea that I was setting up of Oyo and had failed multiple times. This was a big hotel chain and somebody who was a senior leader there. And he mentioned, we've tried this a lot of times, it's not going to work. I asked why. And I'd love to learn why you think it may not work. And the answer to that was, if you retail a room for $30 and you need to make a $4 profit, how do you manage your costs in $26? That was an interesting question to me. And I thought the solution for it is going to be that I will ensure that majority of the problems of our customers and our hotel owners will be resolved by usage of technology, chatbots, and others, rather than humans going and solving it like the other hotel chain owner's employee was trying to do, which is by sending a manager to every single property. So in my view, use every single conversation around yourself to learn and improve your idea itself. I was speaking to, in a conference call, to Eric Yuan, who's the founder of Zoom. And it was fascinating for me to see that he actually worked for a big company, which did a lot of job in the area of video communications. He just thought they were not willing to change as quick as the customers wanted to. And he made the choice to build probably the best video communication platform that exists around the world today. At any point of time, you have lots of problems and ideas searching for you to pick up and build many billion-dollar businesses around yourselves. All you got to do is search and find them. So in summary, find those ideas, make sure that you speak to people around yourself to learn more, validate and identify whether those are really the solutions that you're excited about. And if you are, start today. In the next section, we're going to talk about what did it take for me to prepare and pitch my first idea to the first hotel owner, who it took very long to convince, earliest employees, investors, customers, communities, and of course, my family.